Hi there, so in this video I'm going to show you how to fix a noisy Mitsubishi Magna / Verada indicator. In this case, this car's a Verada. The indicator, when indicating right, would make a buzzing noise. It wasn't the indicator stalk making the noise, it's actually the relay up under the dash or the flasher unit. You can hear the buzzing noise quite loudly, and the indicators don't function properly when they're in that mode either. As you can probably see there's only 3 screws to remove. This is the underside of the cover that hides the stalk. It's the cover on the steering column. Just remove those 3 screws. They're all Phillips head screws, standard Phillips head, and that bottom cover will then become loose. It won't come off, but it will be loose. It's actually clipped to the top cover. So once you've got the screws out, you can go about removing both halves. So with those 3 screws removed, you can then go about removing these 2 halves. They should just come apart, like so. The bottom will just pull down and out, and the top should pull up and out. That then exposes the indicator stalk, and there's 2 screws to undo. This one and this one, and there's 3 connectors here, here, and one around the back. This connector here slides out, then you can easily disconnect it. And I'll remove these 2 screws. And then the indicator assembly should pull out. Now you can see the 2 connectors on the back. Just disconnect those, push the little tab in, they come out easily, and now it's free. The problem isn't in this end. Don't undo those 3 screws. The problem is in this end, and we have to disconnect it here. So here it is out of the car. Like I said, don't undo these 3 screws. I did. There's all those mechanicals under here for the cancelling mechanism, and it all fell apart, so don't do that. Turn it over, and the problem is the electrical part in here. So what you need to do is get a pocket knife or a flathead screwdriver, more safe. Prise these little tabs here, and on the other side here, prise those open, and this yellow part will separate from the black part, exposing the electronics underneath. Once you've undone these clips, the top should just come off, exposing these tracks in here, which are the problem. There's also this section in here that's a problem as well. So this is the indicator section. If I was to indicate, you can probably see that moving. This in here moves up and down, so that's the 2 contacts. These get filthy, they're just dirty, so get in there and clean them out with something, maybe a bit of CRC, a bit of cloth, give them a bit of a scratch up to make sure that they're electrically good. Do the same in here, because this is the problem, it's actually arcing across these contacts here and it's not making good contact. In this case it's actually quite worn, so really this does need replacing. However, just fixing this managed to fix the indicator. You can also see down in here is the high beam area, and that was pretty gunky and dirty as well, so I took the opportunity to clean that up while I had it apart. Be careful of these parts in here, because they will come apart when you pull the top off, so make sure you put them back in the way that they came. So I recommend you connect it back up again, but don't actually bolt it in. Just put all the plugs back in and then make sure that the indicator is actually working. And then just put it all back together again.